think so, but we're gonna see what it looks like when we get down to the very end, you know.
Boy, are they hoping for a caution flag count. One more before this race is over.
Oh, car trouble.
Here, got it.
Spinning, crashing. That is the Trevor Boyce car. In big trouble out of turn number 4. That's a hard way to get a caution.
That was not the way that Richard Childers wanted it. He's moving around. He's just cut the switches off. He's coming out of the car after taking a ride like that, getting out that quickly.
But on the backstretch, Richard Brooks rides one down hard.
And here's trouble on the front straightaway. Big time trouble. It's Rick Mast on his roof.
Upside down, Rick Mast skating into the infield.
Right across by the start-finish line, directly in front of us, Rick Mast. Getting in the wall, the tri-oval area. He has slid about 1,000 feet.
They're heading through the tri-oval. And Buddy Baker, the red car, tries to move by on the inside, and he touches Rick just enough to get him sideways. And then when the front wheels got down on the flat part, the rear wheels were up on the banking. That's 18 degrees of banking through there. That opened up a lot of air under that car, and it just picked it up, sent it on its roof.
Take a look at what happened here that's brought out the second caution of the day.
There's Stanley Smith in the middle in the black car. They were running 3 abreast going into that turn, Ken. There's the car number 1 of Rick Mast.
There is one car that has gone over the wall, as you see in that. And we'll get that for you in a moment. Stan Smith's car was destroyed. There is another car that went off the top of the... Here you see Smith being administered to.
Jim Bound in trouble going down toward turn 1.
Got one upside down.
2 cars in a wall. 1 sliding down the banking on its roof.
Now it's turning over.
Richard Lassiter.
Car slid a long way on its roof.
It happened. And he joins the Rusty Club.
Yep. There's Martin got the grass on fire under the car.
Just about like running an event in a pizza oven, and there's been...
And there's a spin. There's trouble.
Car upside down. Schrader's number 25, side over side, end over end. Another car in trouble and also getting airborne.
Terry Labonte is involved. His car spinning around on the grass. There is Elton Sawyer spinning around. Rusty Wallace there. There's Lake Speed. There's Rick Mast.
Bobby Labonte is up against the wall.
A breakaway. Everybody else is trying to find a place in line, and big trouble in the air. Goes Mark Martin on his roof. No, that is not. It is Ward Burton, excuse me. Jim Bound is in the wall. Phil Parsons has spun. Tommy Houston spins. And it's a tremendous
Side and Sterling Marlin outside.
And Ernie going with Earnhardt down on the inside. That's going to hit. Oh, big time trouble.
Terrible crash. Front of the field all torn up. Earnhardt's car destroyed. A major crash. Sterling Marlin taking off the gloves.
Marlin touches him, shoots the left front of Marlin's car down into Earnhardt. Earnhardt into the wall, and then since they were at the front of the pack, lots of other cars came along and got involved.
Earnhardt rolling over.
Of course, the lap down car, Chad Little.
He can help somebody, and he can hurt somebody.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, Todd Bodine. Ooh, bad one.
Bad.
Lap 109.
Let's see who's going to win the race back.
The reason these cars are riding so much rougher than what they used to is...
Oh, big crash!
One car gets turned sideways. The trial Hermie Sadler is involved at 93, and Dave Blaney is involved.
Go high, go high, go high, go high. There's no one spinning down the bottom.
One car airborne against the catch fence, and they're still lifted down in the corner.
Keep the in line, Judge.
77 cars involved, the 96. Dale Earnhardt Jr. also involved, has some damage in the tri-oval. And there we see Dave Blaney gets hit, and blam, he turns over and hits the wall with the roof of the car, it looked like.
I think what they did, they ran up on Blaney. It looked like they ran up on Blaney, and somebody checked up, and Earnhardt Jr. got in the back of...
On board with the 14 car of Ron Hornaday, there we see the 66 just going...
And get through it somehow. Rode the roof the whole way. Never flipped over. Just on the roof, and that's how it rode the whole way down the backstretch. Hard crash for Benson there. Mike Wallace. There's Rusty Wallace in the grass. Ricky Craven.
Cars go by you on the outside, and you're still wide open. Say, roll, what? Whoa, trouble! Boy, the 2-car upside down, over and on to Scott Riggs. It's the big one.
Oh boy, who is that still flipping?
Sauter. It was Johnny Sauter.
There's not anybody left.
I mean, I only see about 4 or 5 cars that are coming around through 3 and 4 right now that were not in this race. They see Mike McLaughlin in 18. They're still getting upside down. Cars driving under cars.
Reports to the team they think they may have some slight cosmetic damage with the crash.
Trouble in turn 1.
Oh, car on its roof.
Michael Waltrip. Mark Martin is in it. One of the championship contenders.
Elliott Sadler, the Polson on 38 car.
Damage.
Between his own race car. So what did he do? He implemented a specialized team, completely dedicated to restrictor plate racing. Less than a dozen people. Oh, and we've got trouble on the track, and it's Kyle Busch upside down.
Big time crash. Kyle Busch goes upside down and rolls down across on his roof here on lap 26. Cars comes back over, and now side over side barrel rolls. And comes to rest on its wheels.
Coming to the white flag.
Yeah.
Oh, here goes Kurt Busch around.
Oh.
Crash behind you. Crash.
Oh, upside down.
Mark Martin is over on his roof.
Back on his wheel.
Into the wall. Casey Mears, Rudiman is there, Reagan is there, Robbie Gordon, Jeff Gordon. 13th. He said it was that win.
Oh, out of control goes Kenseth.
And over on his roof.
Get back on the wheels.
A wild ride for the Daytona 500 winner, Matt Kenseth.
In the middle of that group, it would cause a huge wreck. We've heard. Oh, here's a car upside down.
Big time crash upside down.
Ryan Newman.
See Kevin Harvick there. Marcus Ambrose.
Ambrose is there, comes across. Harvick stops, and Newman's car comes to rest upside down on its roof.
White flag.
White flag is out. 2.6 miles to go.
Oh, trouble, the big one. On the dinger, on his lid. Side over side, end over end.
Kevin Harvick's going to win this race.
Stretch. It is the 18 of Kyle Busch. He has never won here in 7 prior starts. Look out. He'll stand Mike Wallace, and he's up and over. Wallace gets back on all fours. The 38 of Leffler is also involved. The race is going to end under caution. And we'll have to wait for NASCAR to give us the official as to which car was the leader.
Hey, it's amazing. You give a guy a shot and he shoots him forward.
Oh boy, Stanley Steamer.
Whoa, there's
and around she goes into Kenseth.
Oh gosh.
Up in the air and into the wall. Hard.
Man, Kenseth. Man, I thought he was going to catch the catch fence back there. The way it landed was.
I am not believing that.
He's fine, boy. He got the window net down right away out of frustration.
His spotter, Eddie DeHunt, just told him it's time to be greedy.
There he goes. Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, upside
down.
The side.
Well,
AJ, that was a humdinger.
Yes, it was, and that's there he is upside down.
2 tires that time on Nemechek, took 4 as Nemechek goes by him, or tries to.
Oh, not going to work. It's not going to work. Here we go again, boys. And up and over goes Casey Mears.
What a day. I don't think I've ever seen I've been here, coming here for 30 years. I've never seen a day like this.
That was ugly. Hamlin got turned and squeezed up into 2 cars on the high side, one of which was Mears.
This car just loose early on in this race, but they did settle it down much better.
Back straight away. A big hit, and Jimmy Johnson goes spinning.
Down. Busher. Oh, man.
Chris Busher on his lid and lands back on his wheels. Caution.
Oh, man, we saw 4 wide off the corner over there. I was afraid of this.
Terrible crash.
Oh, there they go. There we go. There was no way.
Boyer's in it. Bobby Labonte's in it. Stremmy's in it. Jeff Gordon down to the ground.
Nothing else coming from behind you.
And Kurt Busch went over and over.
Sauter, he won at Daytona earlier this year. Can he do it again? They wreck behind him. They're rolling behind him. Now the 88 spins. Thor Sport is going to win. It's going to be Johnny Sauter that will get the win, but they wreck behind him.
Matt Crafton has not got to the start-finish line yet.
And they're still wrecking. Crafton does slide by the start-finish line. The 32 of Miguel Paludo was upside down. It's on fire now.
Out until he waits till the last second and picks up.
He goes to the outside. Is Edwards going to?
Oh, no! Turns him. No!
Oh, and that destroyed the front end of Newman's car.
No!
Edwards will not make it to the flag.
Oh,
Brad Keselowski won this race.
But we expect to see a new rule before we race.
Oh, trouble!
Multi-car back in the front of the field.
Oh, and Scott Riggs on his roof.
Oh, Riggs. Man, there's been a lot of cars getting on their roof lately.
As you exit pit road,
wow, his car goes upside down and then comes back on the wheels as we see Musgrave's car sliding up against the wall, flames coming from it as he comes across the start-finish line.
into the catch fence went the Neil Bonnet, car number 31.
Here comes, oh boy, Benson on the bottom, Fuller and Rick Wilson. Fuller! Oh no! Oh no! And tumbling goes Randy LaJoie over the hood of the 92 Larry Pearson. There goes the page. Back to the line. And it is Chad Little leading Jimmy Spencer to the line.
Loose right there. The back end starts around.
That's classic. Pulled the air off of my spoiler right there.
Look at Johnny Benson here. How in the world did he get by this?
And Labonte turns around.
Oh, Terry.
Off of Elton Sawyer, and up goes Randy LaJoie.
I didn't even see Terry in that. Boy, look at that 6 car. I mean, it's going for a ride.
There's Reiser and Pearson.
There on the top of the racetrack. Now here comes Michael Waltrip in the 21 car. And Kenny Wallace. Despite the problem on pit road, that 81 car is still running well. He is. Oh, and Earnhardt gets dirt. Elliott hard in the wall. Major crash here on the front stretch. A car upside down. That's Bill Elliott. And Dale Earnhardt was on his side as he came down through the tri-oval. A major crash here at the tri-oval. Car still. We see a wheel rolling across the racetrack. Knocked the wheel off somebody's car. Take a look at Ward Burton making slight contact with Dale.
Oh, and Bill hit that wall so hard.
Wow. Oh, Mark Martin. Jeff Gordon. Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. Who is it? Wow. Ricky Craven.
A bad crash here at Talladega. Just a very, very bad crash. Mark Martin is involved. So is Rusty Wallace, Brett Bodine, Elton Sawyer.
One into the wall on the outside. Others start jockeying around. There's Derek Cove. He thought he got through that for just a moment, but Mark Martin's going to come right back up in front of him. And is that Ricky Craven?
Yes, it is.
Ricky Craven in car number 41 that's flipping over, went up against the outside wheel fence, back down on the track, and was hit again.
Yeah, he got hit again as the car was rolling toward the apron of the racetrack. So Ricky Craven.
Oh, there they go. Hornaday goes around. The rain cart the can almost upside down, and he does go on his hood as Ron Hornaday.
There just wasn't any way.
Hornaday rolls again in turn number 1.
You said it, Michael.
We see the movement.
I'm sure.
Kenseth with Harvick behind him. Oh, there's contact.
Get out of you now.
Stewart into the middle of the pack and over.
Fortune's out.
And a huge wreck to end this race. Matt Kenseth is going to get to the finish line first. Is everybody okay? And one of the championship drivers got through.
This is 33 lead lap cars as Paul Tracy just made a stop 1 lap down. Crash. Car upside down. Start finish line. It is Stewart.
Daniel Quinn in the 50 got into it.
I don't see anyone else, but Stewart has taken a wild ride. The defending.
Look at McMurray. He has a big run down.
Oh, we got one spinning.
And it's McMurray.
Got it.
Man, that thing is flipping, rolling. That car is junk.
You got that right.
Well,
I just hope he's okay.
for a ride, right?
He maybe cut a tire.
Something happened to that car. It just went around all by itself on the straightaway.
And see, what really sent that car over was when Newman hit him on the left side, it lifted the right side up and caught air.
Yeah.
And look at that car come apart against the fence.
It just disintegrates.
I mean, everything did its job of what it's designed to do. The fence kept the car. See, it looks like the 38 goes up the racetrack, makes contact with the 24 Byron. And that sends Jeffrey Earnhardt and Kyle Larson. Look at the air get under the right rear of the 42.
Wow.
Heavy contact with that right front. Left front.
That safer barrier was there. Thank goodness for that. But watch this thing. Once it starts flipping, it's like a feather. It just won't stop.
To go to victory lane this year, what a hard tumble for Kyle Larson.
And that was after a really hard hit with that front nose to the inside wall.
It just won't stop.
Another hood flap flies off. Oh, around goes the 18. The 42 collects the 17 as well. The 62 upside down. Brendan Gaughan upside down as he went back in front of the pack.
We're wrecked here, guys.
And the big one happens right at the front of the field.
Yeah, the 17 goes up to side draft. I don't think that affects the 18. It's the one just pushing his brother. It peels the 18 off to the right. It looks a lot like the 24 accident. Look at the 62, a full flip back on its wheels. Thank goodness. Instantly stopped the flipping, put the car back in position. But a huge, huge accident.